Jodok, how's it going? This is the tutorial for the song Written in the Wind by Yaima. This is based on the acoustic version that you sent me. So again, very nice finger picking stuff going on here, some nice hammer-ons and pull-off decorations. I'm going to share my tabs file and walk you through it. We have a few different variations on a very basic chord sequence here. So this is a really great song to work on these nice techniques. Let's have a look. There we go, Written in the Wind. So let's go through the chords first of all. So we have the capo on the 5th fret and the chord sequence is really simple. We have an A minor, C, E minor, G. Super basic, just the standard chord shapes. And we have basically two different variations, one for the intro and the instrumental parts, or not instrumental, actually the chorus, sorry, so there is singing there. I wrote the timestamp, so we have this riff on the intro and then it starts again in the chorus at 106. And here, this is where the singing starts. It's the same chords, but it's just a more simplified finger picking pattern. So I'm going to start with the main riff, the intro, and then we'll also go through the simplified arrangement that is being played while she's singing. So let's just go through it. We start with the A minor chord. We want to follow the same classic system for the right hand fingering. So we're using the thumb for all of the bass strings, the 6th, 5th and 4th strings we use the thumb. We use the index finger for the 3rd string, the middle finger for the 2nd string, and the ring finger for the 1st string. Alright, so we start with the A minor chord and we go 5, 3, 4, and then we pick the 2nd string, but with the 2nd string open, so without the index finger, and then we do a fast hammer-on and pull-off. Alright, so you might want to first just practice this little part here to make sure that you can play the hammer-ons and pull-off nicely. Alright, a little tip here, if you don't really hear these hammer-ons and pull-offs, if the sound is kind of like choking, that means that you need to make the movements a little bit stronger. So the hammer-on movement, it's called hammer because it's a very fast and strong movement of the hammering finger. So in this case it's the index finger, so you really want to go like this. Right, like a fast, kind of like assertive movement. You might want to work on it a little bit isolated at first before connecting it with the whole finger picking pattern. And for the pull-off, we want to go the other way around. So we're literally pulling the string down a little bit in order to make the string vibrate, because we are not using the right hand. So this is about the technique, and again, this is how it sounds connected. So we have 5, 3, 4, 2, fast hammer-on and pull-off, and then 4, and then the 3rd string. Now, you see that the 3rd string is written here open, but we're still with an A minor chord. This is because the chord change actually already happens here. So you will notice this throughout the whole song. The chord shift always happens in the last note of the bar before. So here we're already changing to C. Here on this note we're already transitioning to the A minor. Here on this note we're already transitioning to the G, etc. This is throughout the whole song. So again, let's go back to the finger picking pattern. So we have 5, 3, 4, 2, 4, 3. And then it keeps going, only without the hammer-ons. So C, 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4, 2, 4, 3. Then in the E minor, it's the same thing, one string up. So 6, 4, 5, 3, 5, 4. And then on the G, we have this nice. So on the G, what happens? We have the 6th string and then the 5th string is open. And then we're hammering to the 2nd fret. And we go 4, 3, 2. Repeat from the top. This is how it sounds. if you notice also in the original recording, you really hear when you transition from the G back to the A minor, you hear this note. It's like... Alright, so there's a hammer-on going on there. It's basically just the left hand is preparing for the A minor chord, and you can hear it a little bit, so it has this nice sound. Okay, so these 4 bars, they repeat themselves 2 times. This is what the repeat means, 2 times. And then on the 3rd time, we have a little variation here. So it's on the C. The rest is all the same, but on the C, they play this. Alright, so here we're actually adding the pinky finger on the C chord to get the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. We have this note. And we go like this, 5, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1. Alright, I'll play it in the context of the sequence. Sorry. All the rest is the same. Okay, so that's the 3rd repetition, and then in the 4th repetition, we go back to the original C, but there is a variation on the G. So the 4th repetition sounds like this. Okay, so here we have a nice variation going on in the G. Now here we play a little bit of a different version of the G chord with the ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So we have this note. Right, so we play the bass on the 6th string, and then we go 4, 3, 2 together, open 1st string, 2nd string, pull off to the open string, 3rd string, and 2nd string, and the 1 here is preparing for the next chord, which is an A minor. Okay, so you might want to isolate this bar as well, work on it a little bit in an isolated form. That's the intro. So lots of nice variations here. It sounds really cool. I really love this song. It's a great one to work on and to build your technique and repertoire. That's for the intro and for the choruses. And then in the verse, we have a kind of a simplified version of the same chord sequence. Sounds like this. Start with that if you just want to get the feeling of the song and sing along. This is probably easier to start with. Okay, and in the 4th repetition, we're doing a variation on the G chord. Alright, so what do we have here? Same chords. The picking sequence is 5, 4, 3 and 2 together, 4, 3 and 2 together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2. Then we change chord. Okay. So these symbols here where it says 1, 2, 3, that means that in the 1st, 2nd and 3rd repetition we use this variation of the G, and in the 4th time that we repeat the song we go to this variation, which is the same like the intro, so with the hammer-on. Right, that's the verse. So this is the song, a great song to work on. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and this song, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.